Welcome back to LPB Racing. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we hope you enjoy the content that you're about to see. LPB Racing presents the LPB WTCR Championship. This is round 6, race 1 from Catalunya. Hi everyone, and welcome back to LPB Racing for the LPB WTCR Series Season 2 here on GTSPORT. This is round 6 of the championship from Barcelona, Catalunya. So let's take you through the grid here then for race 1. So Woo Woo takes pole position in the BMW, well done to him on pole position, weight free and on the super soft tyres for him. Jamo and TY and Jamo second and third in the Subarus, they are both on the medium tyre. And they're also running TY on 40 kilos, Jamo on 20. Red Bull is in the second BMW on medium tyres in 4th, with Stevie in the Evo in 5th on the super softs. We've got Techno in the Atenza on mediums in 6th. I should also point out Stevie's on 80 kilos as well. Seat 1 is in the other Evo in 7th. Bidster is 8th in the Peugeot on the Super Softs. He's on 60 kilos of ballast as well for 3rd in the championship. Brad is his teammate right behind him on the mediums. Neil Farmack on the mediums in 10th. He's on maximum ballast on 100 kilos, so that's why he's down the order. So choosing medium tyres in this first one, might as well suffer in this first one. Will in 11th in the Atento on Super Softs. Rod is 12th in the Lexus. Firepower 13th on mediums in the Scirocco. Blake 14th in the second Lexus. Then both of the Audi Sport UK cars, Domingo and Steve Paramore, round off the back of the grid on medium tyres. So then, here we go. Plenty of mixes of tyres here, mediums and super softs all round for people as we get ready to start this first race here at Catalunya. You can hear the revs rising, red lights come on the gantry as we get ready to go here. Green, we are off, and the Subarus fly in down towards turn 1, both on medium tyres. But Woo Woo does actually get quite a decent pickup, so he could actually get some good top speed because it's a very long run down towards turn 1. Here, we're already up to 120 miles an hour plus as we brake towards the first corner. Both Subarus in, Techno's car had a massive glitch there, but luckily we're okay. Both the Evos have a little fight through the corner as well. Further back, everyone else is through nice and cleanly. But we've got the two Subarus near the front, but then Jamo's going backwards. He's got passed by both BMWs, and he's alongside seat 1 on the inside. He's on the inside of seat 1 into the right-hander, and he goes for the cutback. We've got cars in the gravel further back as well. We've got cars off. Is that, I think Will's involved in that, one of the Lexuses as well. I think it's Rodders. Steve Paramore's further back as well, so we've had some incidents already. We'll get them clarified later on. But up front, it is TY being challenged by Woo Woo for the lead, but TY holds on. Bidster is battling with Stevie now, the other Evo that sort of kept a bit out of trouble. But again, these two are both weight runners. Stevie on 80 kilos and Bidster on 60 kilos, but Bidster goes ahead in the lighter car. Down to the hairpin, then TY's got his work cut out for the lead. It's the Subaru in the lead, but it's the medium tyres on the car that are not going to help. The super softs of Woo Woo out the corner, massive twitch, tries to get alongside TY, gives racing room. Onto the inside, we've got a VW off in the background. I think it's Neil Farmack. It is Neil Farmack. He's been off. Or it's Firepower that's been off, whichever one, but it was definitely a Scirocco off further back into the chicane then, the pointless chicane where you can't do any overtaking. They just boing, bounce over the curbs. And seat 1 gets a penalty there. Penalty for seat 1, possibly with contact or track limits, but he's track limits because he's having to serve it. So, Bidster gets held up there. Jamo goes through, and also seat 1's going to go through as well. But Bidster, this is where the top end speed of the Peugeot will come in. A little bit of weight, it's not going to hurt it too much. But we'll see. Meanwhile, for the lead, Woo Woo takes the lead of the race on the inside of TY. Can he hold it round the left-hander? Yes, he can. He holds on to the lead. TY goes down a second, and the other Red Bull BMW of Red Bull is actually behind him in 3rd. So very close there at the front. And meanwhile, Jamo's got Stevie all over him and Bidster, all three battling out for 4th place. Into the right-hander then, and Red Bull goes to the inside of TY. Jamo holds off the other two in the attack. The Subarus are under attack here. Further, the one at the front and the one at the back as well. They're both under attack. but TY holds off Red Bull, and Jamo holds off the Evo, the Peugeot and the Lexus of Blake Neal's. Actually having quite a decent race in this one so far. He's actually creeping up on the battle ahead, so watch out for Blake in the Greg's Lexus. There he is, number 4. He could actually be very, very dangerous in this race, so we'll have to watch out for that. Up to the top of the hill then, TY goes over the top with Red Bull right behind him as you go through the corner. The mediums on that Subaru are not really affecting it very much. It's battling with the BMW quite easily, and well, Wu's getting away on the super softs, but TY keeps to the inside, but Red Bull just drives around the outside of him, just out turns and out grips the Subaru. Remember, TY's on 40 kilos, and both BMWs are weight free in this, so this could be a good haul of points for them. As meanwhile Blake runs wide. Stevie, or is it seat one, sorry, sticks it down the inside of Blake into the right-hander, up on the curb, into the chicane now. Blake brakes late on the left-hand side and holds on to the 7th place. And now he gets 6th place because Stevie's got a penalty to get rid of. So Stevie loses 2 places, 1 to the Lexus, 1 to his teammate. Through he goes. Meanwhile, further up, Red Bull's gone back down to 4th place. He's had some kind of an off somewhere. Both Subarus going to swap places. Bidster's been not been able to get past either. So it's all drama at the front. Wu's in the lead and pulling away. Jamo now up to 2nd, and TY now down to 3rd. So TY and Red Bull have had some kind of coming together, and Jamo's gone ahead of both of them. So the number 1, the reigning champion from the Super GTs, and his teammate TY are in the 2nd and 3rd positions in the Subaru. Medium tyres as well, and with a bit of weight on. These Subarus are unstoppable this season. Absolutely incredible pace from the Subaru. But again, it depends on the time that you get weight at the end. But we'll have to see as we go into the next corner. There's King Domingo making a return after missing out last week. But King Domingo back in the Audi and got chasing after Bradders in 9th. He was having a decent last half of the season here, Bradders. Started off quite well at Autopolis. He had a bit of a rough race in race 2 where he was a bit clumsy, but race 3 did very well until he was accidentally tapped off by Will, but all apologies were made and everything. But Bradders then, he's not looking bad in this one. He's ahead. He's sort of the top runner in the mid-pack. Further up though, we've got Blake and Seat 1 side by side, and then we've got Bidster attacking Red Bull as well. So Bidster attacks Red Bull side by side into the next corner. Red Bull's going to hold it around here. Bidster will go for the cutback. We know what Bidster's like. He'll go straight for the cutback. He's on the grass and everything, but no, can't get through. No way. Red Bull holds onto the line and holds position. The other BMW, meanwhile, is pulling away. He's already on his way out the last corner. There he goes. At the last corner he goes. There's the 2 Evos. They're now on the back of the train with the Lexus just ahead. So a nice little train here. Meanwhile, at the other train, it's Bradders leading that one from a very, very, very optimistic Domingo on the inside. And then we've massive twitch for Techno on the way out in the Mazda, and penalty at the last corner. But again, you can carry that over the line because that was too late to react to, and you can't really get rid of a penalty with the cars around you. Domingo going for the inside then on the Peugeot. That Audi's got quite a bit of straight line speed as well, and down the inside goes Domingo, and a nice clean move there for 9th place. Nice move. And then Bradders, will he now be attacked by Neil Farmack? He'll try, but Neil Farmack's very heavy, 100 kilos in that car, and the front wheel drives do not react well to the weight, but when they've not got weight on, they are flying. As he goes back to the inside, Bradders goes back to the inside of Domingo. On the inside he goes, nice clean move again, but Domingo holds it on around the outside, holding his guns, and he's now got the defensive line for the next left-hander. Quick look back to the next battle, and no, we're all the same there still. So back to Domingo and Bradders, and yes, Domingo holds on to the line, but Neil Farmack sniffing the inside of that Peugeot, and not quite. He had a sniff, but he couldn't get through. So Domingo holds on to 9th for now, and Bradders then just tucking into the pack, and Neil's going to get a good run, but gives him a little tap up the hill for good measure. Back to the 2nd place battle then. Wu's cleared off. TY and Jamo still in the order that they're in. We've got Bidster attacking Red Bull. Dive to the inside from Bidster. Nice pulled out from behind the BMW there. Nicely tucked down the inside. And but look, Red Bull has just used the rear wheel drive grip out the hairpin, pulled back alongside and got the position back. So the front wheel drive is good once it gets out of 3rd gear and it really starts pulling. But the low speed corners on traction, the BMW every day will beat it on traction. Into the chicane, hopping the curbs, and Bidster there now again gets a good run, and again this is where Bidster will get the good top end speed of the Peugeot. A little bit of contact as we come onto the straight, but we're okay. He's had to tuck in because of the weight, so that's not good. Meanwhile, Domingo from Bradders, Neil Farmack and Techno still in the same order. There's Rodders, Will and Steve Paramore not having the best of races. Steve Paramore lagging all over the place in this one, so not good for Steve Paramore. Looks like he might disconnect soon. Meanwhile, Woo Woo's just cleared off. Ruth, he's already through turn 3 and out all the way down to turn 4 now already. Here's the rest of them. TY and Jamo still. TY's now ahead of Jamo, so they've swapped. TY's took second place off Jamo. Wonder if that was let through, but we'll have to see. Bidster and Red Bull still providing the entertainment for the 4th place as Bidster dives down the inside on the brakes. Good move from Bids on the using a bit of the grass and the curb and gets through in the Peugeot. Now defends to the inside to make sure Red Bull not going to go through the move again. He has a little look, but no way through. Red Bull now goes wide, and Blake having a little sniff down the inside in the Lexus, and now the 2 Evos are on point as well. Stevie leading the Evo charge, even though he's got weight on, he doesn't care. He needs the points. He needs all the points he can get. Oh no, unless Seat 1 does that and bullies him out of contention. So the Evo's tripping over each other there, and yeah, rightly so. There, Seat 1 gets a penalty for contact. But in fact, no, it actually would have been track limits actually over with the cutting the inside the corner. So yeah, a bit impatient there from Seat 1, I think. We're okay. And Bidster's now attacking Jamo. Bidster's not holding back here. He's having to go at Jamo now. He knows those Subarus are on medium tyres. He must know from the grip. Look, he goes round the outside of the Subaru. The Subaru holds on though. He's got the defensive line for the right-hander. The Subaru's got the defensive line, then he can just, that's it, go wide, get the defensive line into the next chicane, and Bidster has to hold on and wait. Just got to be patient as Red Bull gets a good run out as well, and so does the Lexus. The Evos, C1's had to serve that penalty, so that's him off the back of this group for now. And now we go down the straight, so we'll go back to that in a minute. As Bradders runs wide, and Rodders goes through. Rodders has gone to the front of this pack. As Neil Farmack's gone down to 14th, Techno's down to 13th, Bradders 12th, and then Rodders has took the lead of that battle. Incredible. Meanwhile at the front, Jamo holds on at the end of the straight because of Bidster's weight, but now Bidster's right back on the attack and through the left-hander. He's going to try and get as close as he can to the back of that Subaru, but the Peugeot not able to pull up on the back of it. But meanwhile, Red Bull under attack from Blake. Blake wanting 4th place. It's the best run in the Lexus this season so far. Nice work from the Lexus, but can't quite get alongside Red Bull to challenge for position. Back to the other guys. Firepower's actually gone in 10th place. He's pulled away from the lot of them. He's saying, right, good, bye-bye, I'm off. Domingo's done the same. I'm going to chase the front runners. And Rodders is now in 11th. Techno 12th. Bradders 13th, so he's obviously had some issues somewhere. Medium tyres is probably going to be the cause. And Will's now back on this. Super Soft's on the Mazda, but just not enjoying the Mazda in this last half of the season. Not really been going his way as he almost hits Bradders up the back end. Not doing auto polish and send him off into the gravel, but good move there from Will on Neil. Back to the 2nd place battle. TY and Jamo are not safe here because they've got that Peugeot all over the back of them, and they've got Red Bull waiting in the wings as well, and then an Evo, and then a Lexus, and then another Evo. So they can't rest these Subarus. They cannot rest in the Walls livery Subaru. They're not doing bad in the points score either. It's Subaru just leading from Hypermax Mitsubishi on by 6 points in the Teams Championship, so this will be good for the Subaru team, get some good points in to extend that team championship gap. But again, I'm sure the Evos will try and fight back once Stevie gets some weight off, and they can Seat 1 can try and keep it on the track and not cut any corners. Meanwhile, further back, Rodders running a bit wide there. Techno having a little look as Will and Bradders getting into battle as well through the chicane, the pointless little chicane. Why don't they just run the last 2 corners like they used to? Because it was much better, but never mind. We can only hope. As Will gets a penalty there, I think. Will had a penalty, he'd have to serve it, so Neil Farmack now goes through. Will's back down to 15th. Back to the 2nd place battle, and 3rd place battle's on. We've almost got 3 wide out of turn 3. In Bidster's on the inside of Jamo. He's got alongside Red Bulls in there as well. Got Blake defending from an Evo and into the right-hander. And Jamo holds on to it around the outside again. He'll have the defensive line for the next left-hander. Sometimes he'll be on the outside, helps as Bidster dives to the inside, hooks it on the curb, trying to use all the track he can, trying to defend from Red Bull as well, because Red Bull's right in there as well. As he come down the hill, Red Bull alongside the Peugeot now. Peugeot versus BMW, front-wheel drive versus rear-wheel drive versus four-wheel drive, because the four-wheel drives are ahead. Front-wheel drive Peugeot, rear-wheel drive BMW, obviously, and then four-wheel drive Evo. Rear drive Lexus from Blake, doing a very grand job in that Lexus, by the way. Very good job by Blake, because I say that car's been underperforming this season, and Seat 1 in 8th. in the four-wheel drive Mitsubishi. Into the hairpin we go. Woo Woo's lead is extending lap after lap as Red Bull gets a good run on Bidster again. The rear-wheel drive grip out the corner, but Bidster holds on. Round the corner, hooks the inside line, no way through for Red Bull, and that's going to help the Subarus pull away even more. So the Subarus now probably working in tandem, trying to help each other along. Just playing follow the leaders. Bidster has to go wide, has to tuck back in quickly over the curbs, hopping the curbs, racing on into the last corner and out of it and onto the straight. This is where the drafting game will come in. Can the BMW pass the Peugeot on drafting? Further back we have got still Rodders in 10th, Techno 11th, and then we've got Will on the back of Neil Farmack now. Neil Farmack having a horrible race with that 100 kilos on his Scirocco and medium tyres. Again, might as well get it out of the way now and get some good points in the next ones and look for a fight back. But up front the battle's still the same. It's still the two Subarus from the Peugeot, from the BM, but now Stevie in the Evo is just starting to attack Red Bull. That could take some pressure off Bidster as he goes for the inside, darts round and makes Red Bull defend. Then he could go for the switchback, but again Red Bull will be wise to it. But he sticks to the outside. He's got the inside for the next left-hander. Has the Evo got the grip to go around the outside? I don't think it has. No, it hasn't, because Red Bull gets in there on the brakes nice and late and makes sure he holds on to that 5th place. But that Evo is not making life easy now, and Blake is not far off the back of this as well. Remember, two cars battling will go slower than cars going running in a straight line together. So every time they battle, every time they weave, they lose ground to the car in front, and the guys behind think, aha, I'm closing in now, I have a chance. Meanwhile, Firepower's gone back down to 12th place. He's gone back down the order. He's made a mistake somewhere, probably on this lap, I think, because his last lap time didn't look too bad, so he's definitely made a mistake somewhere and he's gone back down the order. He was running in 10th place, so Rodders and Techno go up a position, and Firepower now back to 12th. If he can get back on the pace, he might be alright, but it's 2:57s last time round when everyone else is in the 54s, 55s. So yeah, not good for Firepower. A few slower laps there. As on lap 9 of 11, Woo Woo has a massive lead now. That is at least an 8-second gap to the cars behind, maybe even 10 seconds. What a lead for Woo Woo! Dominating drive so far in the BMW. Just hope his post office internet doesn't disconnect him. As Bidster down the inside of Stevie. Stevie's on the attack. Then he's attacked. He's gone back towards Bidster and he's attacking. He's attacking on the outside. He's trying to go around the outside. These two on project cars were absolute rivals. Every time they got side by side, there was some form of contact or some form of aggression. But into the corner, and Bidster defends hard on the inside. Stevie goes round the long way, wheel to wheel. And meanwhile, Seat 1 attacking Red Bull. Red Bull's gone backwards in this as well. Red Bull's made a mistake somewhere, or he's been hit. He's gone backwards, and Stevie now goes through and takes the 4th place. Sorry. Red Bull in 7th. So Red Bull's gone backwards. Not good lap for Red Bull there. And maybe the medium tyre's just not really working now. But there's not really much wear on them, so they should be fine, but maybe just a mistake from Red Bull. She does push quite hard a lot of the time. But meanwhile, can Bidster get back on the tail of that Evo? He's already on the tail of it. Can he get past it, more importantly? Braking late to the inside! Brakes late, he has to go to the inside to avoid the collision. Stevie sees him coming to get on the power, but look at the traction of the four-wheel drive out the corner. Just holds on, doesn't even have to worry about holding on to position. Just the traction of the four-wheel drive, absolutely incredible. And Stevie lives to fight another day, and Bidster's now going to have to get his head down and think, how can I get past this guy? I can't do straight lines. Well, actually, he might be able to do straight line speed because Stevie's heavier than him. So Stevie's heavier than him, and the Peugeot's usually quite quick in a straight line anyway. So this could be Bidster's chance to have a go down the straight. Meanwhile, we've got the Evo of Seek and the BMW of Red Bull side by side out the last corner as well. Here comes Bids with the draft, and here comes Blake with no weight and draft in the Lexus, and that Lexus has got some good top end speed on it. Down to the first corner. Bidster's not able to pull alongside quite as much as he wants to, and Stevie holds on. Blake tucks in as well, and Red Bull holds off Seek 1 for 7th place for now, but they're still alongside each other. Red Bull holds the inside, which should give him the position, and it does. Well, Seek 1 now goes back down the inside again as he runs wide, playing cat and mouse as we go into the hairpin. Red Bull has to settle for 8th place then, so not gone his way so far in this one. As meanwhile, back with Bradders, Will and Firepower. Will goes to the inside of Bradders. He gets past Firepower anyway, but Firepower now down to 14th, so the two Schrockos meet each other, and Will is right on the back of Bradders now. So Mazda versus Peugeot as you go towards the hairpin at the far end, and Bradders holds on with the defensive line and holds on to his position for now. We'll come back to that in a little bit. Meanwhile, Woo Woo on the penultimate lap of the race, fastest lap as well, 151.0. Doesn't need to do it, but he might as well take the extra points while he can. Might as well while he's in the lead, as the two medium tyres on the two Subarus with the medium tyres on. I tell you something, that looks really scary for race 2 and 3. If they're this competitive with a little bit of weight on and medium tyres, when these things get super softs on and have weight, or when these things get super softs on, they're going to be absolutely flying. But the downside is, because they're up the field in this one, they'll go up in the championship and they'll probably have extra weight for the next one. But at least they'll get rid of the mediums. So everything keeps on going upwards for the Subaru boys, as Jamo runs a bit wide there, but he's okay. Stevie 4th, Bits to 5th, Blake 6th. Seat 1 7th and Red Bull in 8th. Back to the battle further back with Bradders and Will. We've got the two Schrockos in combat now as well. And Firepower just ahead of Neil Farmack, and they're both on the same tyres, but Neil Farmack is 100 kilos and Firepower is weight free. Firepower just struggling with the car at this late stage of the race. The tyres starting to go off and he lets his teammate go through. So just he knows the pace isn't there, might as well let his teammate take a few extra points. Oh, an extra point, and every little helps. I saw a position change there. Was that Will and Bradders? Yes, it is. As Bradders fights against Will. Will got a good run out of the last corner, but the speed of the Peugeot with no weight on, incredible. He just pulls away from the Mazda. Absolutely insane. Down the straight we go, and again, Bradders will hold on to this as long as he brakes correctly. He'll be fine. He holds on to survive the fight. We'll come back to that in a little bit. Meanwhile, the battle for second is on. TY and Jamo close together. Jamo, I thought we were going to have a little go then at TY now, but I think he's starting to have to push him along because he's got Stevie there. Stevie's right on the back of these boys now, 80 kilos on the Evo, so it looks like this is a real good four-wheel drive track, especially with the slow sector 3. The Evos will be very quick through there. Vince's tyres are almost gone with the front-wheel drive. Front left's looking a bit tired now compared to this. If you look, and meanwhile, Jamo goes down the inside of TY. Absolutely incredible. Did TY let him through there? There's TY then, I don't know, he didn't defend it. Jamo must have just gone for it. Sneaky move there from Jamo, takes second place with his teammate, but Woo Woo wins the race out front, dominating proceedings. Absolutely incredible win for Woo Woo. Absolute class of the field, put on a really good show. But meanwhile, the show's not over because we've got Jamo second, TY third. Will TY ever go at his teammate? He is. They're going to go side by side across the line, and the Evo's there as well. And it's almost 3 abreast as we go across TY. Stevie takes Jamo. Bidster in 5th, Blake 6th, Seat 1 7th, Red Bull in 8th. What a finish. So Stevie pips Jamo. So that's why TY was going for it. He knew that Stevie wasn't far off. Meanwhile, Domingo and Techno are quite close together. Domingo's lost some time to Techno in the last few laps. Techno 52.9 last time round. Can Techno get the Audi out of the last corner? I don't think so. Domingo holds on for 9th place in the Audi. The Mazda of Techno is 10th. Rodders is going to be 11th on his own in the Greg's Lexus, with Will in 12th ahead of Bradders. He got him as Bradders gets rid of a penalty. Could this be the chance for the Scirocco? No. Bradders is going to get 13th, Neil Farmack 14th, Firepower 15th, and Steve Paramore will finish in 16th. What a race that was. Incredible finish. And we will now get the replays in of the race, and we will get you those results in as well. And now let's look back at the action from race 1 here at Catalunya. Okay, here's the first of the replays, and on board with Rodders into the turn 4, and he hits Techno and then hits Will as he sort of slows down to help Techno, but then he's actually then knocking Will off more. Rodders goes into the gravel himself. He does wait for Techno, but yeah, not good there. Not just hit one car and then hit the others and took both Mazdas out in one swoop. And now here's the replay on board with Blake, and this is what happened to Neil Farmack. So watch Neil Farmack's orange Scirocco with brake. He just brakes way too late, goes straight through, and has to dive past Stevie as well. So he went wide on his own to try and avoid everyone. And then we go on board with Neil, and he has to rejoin. Well, he has to rejoin just in front of his teammate. And Now here's something further back that happened to Will, which caused him to go quite far back down the field and really ruined his race. So he's coming out the corner here, he's behind Firepower, walks down to the next corner, he's behind Firepower, and then he sort of, he misses his braking point, goes straight on and has to avoid him and goes into the gravel. So he good job avoiding Firepower, but obviously that put him right down the field. Here's a replay on lap 5, you see there, braking and then bang, Neil Farmight hits the side of Bradders, and then he goes off and Techno has nowhere to go and hits him as well, but luckily both cars wait for him, and that's how they all ended up quite far down the field. And now here's a replay of that on board with Techno, so watch here, see Neil Farmight misses his braking point on the grass, bang, hits Bradders, Techno has nowhere to go, just taps him as well, and then we just wait here as Bradders rejoins. Now if we go on board with Rodders, he comes out the corner, sees a slow Mazda, sees a slow Peugeot, sees a slow VW, and says thank you, and hopefully thank you as well. A little bit of a contact there as we go up the hill and then we get going. And you see Bradders there holds the inside line. We've got Techno alongside into the right-hander. Bradders recovers into 11th and Rodders is then alongside, and that's where the fight starts. Here's a replay of something we missed on lap 8, so watch Red Bull, and then he attacks bang into the side of Bidster, hits him, and then Stevie goes through and says thank you chaps, straight through the 4th, and yeah, Bidster will not be too happy about that. And now here's a replay of that incident now on board with Red Bull. Let's have an on board from him, see how he saw it. So into the corner, you see he gets a good run, goes alongside Bidster into the chicane. He's just about alongside, but then Bidster's got to turn in somewhere, doesn't quite see him. There's contact, racing incident, and Stevie goes straight through and says thank you chaps, and Red Bull loses out to the Lexus of Blake as well. So that was the replays of race 1. Now let's move on to look at the results. It is Woo Woo who takes victory. Well done to Woo Woo in the M4. A brilliant victory for him. Big gap as well from TY in second in the WRX. We then have Stevie third in the Evo with Jamo fourth in the Subaru. Bidster is in 5th place in the RCZ with Blakey in 6th in the Lexus. A good finish for him. Seek 1 7th in the Evo with Red Bull in 8th in his BMW. We then have King Domingo 9th in the TTs. We go over the page. Then we have Techno 10th in the Atenza. The Lexus of Rodders is 11th with Will 12th in the Atenza. We then have Bradders 13th in the RCZ. Then we've got the two Schrockos of Neil Farmack and Firepower in 14th and 15th places. Not a good race for them. And Steve Paramore at the back in the TT in 16th. Fastest lap to Woo Woo, 1:51.0. So we come back from that then. Your winner is Woo Woo there in the Red Bull BMW. Class of the field at that race there, Woo Woo in the number 14 car. Really, really well done. And fastest lap to boot. Win and fastest lap. But you know what that means? It's going to slap a load of weight on for the second race. But nevertheless, well done to Woo Woo on a good win. So we will see you all next time for race 2 with hopefully just as much action as this one. We'll see you then. Take care. Thank you all for watching race 1 there from Barcelona. Hope you all enjoyed that one. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel as well. Every single like and subscribe really helps us out, guys. Next time is going to be round 6, race 2 from Catalunya. More action from the Spanish track is on the way. We'll see you then.